Now that our package comes with a command that we can use in our Laravel application, let's make use of some more Laravel features. One of which would be the ability to add custom routes in your package, which you can then use in your Laravel application. So what I want to do is, having my Laravel application where I have my package installed, I want to hit the /Chuck Norris route, press enter, and then see a random joke presented to me. So in the first place, it will just be probably a simple response with just the joke, so no views. We'll take care of that later. So the initial goal right now is to add a new route to our package, which the applications that consume our package can then use. All right, so if we head back to Sublime, let's first create a test for this. So in our Laravel test class, we would create a new test. The route can be accessed. All right, let's mark this as a test. And what we want to achieve is we want to make a GET request to /Chuck Norris, and then assert status 200. This would be the bare minimum of our test in order to justify that we have successfully added the route. All right, let's see what happens if we run this test right now. Oh, I need to save the file, of course. That helps. And it's failing. So we assert 200, but we receive a 404 instead, which is correct because we haven't added the route yet. So let's add the route. We can do this in the service provider, and there in the boot method, you can simply use the route facade just as you would use it in your routes web PHP file in your own Laravel project. And then we can add a new route. Let's call it Chuck Norris, and then we will route this to a Chuck Norris controller class. Okay, so this class does not exist yet. Let's create it. I'm going to create a new folder called HTTP, and in there we're having a controllers folder, and in here we will create our new file. So the namespace is now going to be mpotziot Chuck Norris jokes HTTP controllers, and the class was called Chuck Norris controller. Okay, let's save the file. And now, since we have not specified any method in here, we need a invoke method. All right, this would be the method, and then in here we would return the joke like this. And let's see what happens now in our test. All right, it's failing because it tells me the route is not found. That's correct, we have not imported it yet, so let's import the route facade. Run the tests again. All right, another issue, invalid route action. So now we have mpotziot Chuck Norris jokes, Chuck Norris controller. All right, we have forgotten to import the controller as well. So let's import this too. Run the tests again. And now everything is green. So now if I go into the project where I have included my package and refresh this page, we now see the result. Perfect. So now I can modify the controller to actually make use of our own facade and return a random joke. Import this here. And now we got random jokes on a custom route that we created. Now for our test, this would now use the facade and perform the actual API call. So if you want to mock this again, we can basically use the same as we used for the console. So we can say Chuck Norris should receive get random joke once and return some joke. All right. And now if we run the test, this will not actually call the API, but instead perform just the mocking. So pretty much the same as you can add routes to your own Laravel application, you can add routes to your custom packages.